Okay, good morning, everyone. How are we doing today? Okay, hope we are doing great. So today's Millionaire School will be conducted by our star mentor, Engineer Henry. So Engineer Henry, over to you. You can go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah, good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, you are welcome to today's Millionaire School. I hope you can see my screen. Can everyone see my screen now?
Yes, yes. You can indicate, you can ask us to go to the chat box and type a number just for you to know that we are responding.
Okay. So if you know you can see my screen, go to the chat box and type 1 for me. If you know you can see my screen, okay. Keep it coming, keep it coming. Is it only Madam Dorcas? I can see Madam Dorcas indicating 1. I hope you all can see my screen. Yeah, thank you. So today's Millionaire School, we are going to be dealing with NDO. In full is New Distributors Orientation. New Distributors Orientation. The how and why of our business. Why do we take up on this business? And how do we intend to do this business, to succeed in this business? Not just about doing the business, cowardly and sheepishly or just like that, but how to do it and do it very well and in order to succeed. So that's what we are going to be dealing today. We call it NDO, New Distributors Orientation. So now the first one is, have you experienced rejection from family, relatives, neighbors, friends, loved ones, classmates, office mates? When you start this business as a new person, as a new distributor, the first thing we always experience is rejection, the rejection rockets. Some of us that read our Facebook, the book we call Your First Year in Network Marketing. You must have come across this. I think is the chapter 1 or 2, the rejection rockets. So as new beginners and being people that are just new in the business, we are just learning, when we just try it out to share the business with people, especially our family, our loved ones, we tend to receive rejection. We tend to be rejected. Some of them will try to talk us down. They try to talk us out from the new thing that has been exciting us, the new business that we just found, that we feel that, oh, this is where we are going to make it. And we now see that people are trying to talk us out from it when we try to share the business with them. So sometimes it's because maybe we are new. We are still learning the skills of sharing the business, like prospecting and inviting and all that. So we tend to receive this rejection. So but when you receive this rejection, let it not turn you down. The reason why we are doing this Millionaire School is for us to be aware of this ahead of time, so that whenever we receive something like that, we will not be afraid. It will not be, weigh us down. We keep on learning, improving ourselves, and keep on sharing the business as new distributors. Like my own experience when I joined this business, that was March last year. So in April, I tried to share this business in my office. I tried to share it in one of our platforms. So they rejected me. They were telling me, is it not this bring one, bring two, and all that? And because of that, I persisted. I continued to share the business. They now removed me from the WhatsApp platform. So that's one of the first rejections I received as a new distributor then. So, but because I already have it in mind, I've already seen it, I've already been taught, I've already read it in our first year, that first book we read, Your First Year in Network Marketing. I've already seen it, so it's already in my mind. So it did not bother me. So I went ahead and I did well that first few months. So I'm encouraging you as a new distributor, whenever you see something like that, that is part of what we see in the business. So the number 2 here is doubt and fear. As new distributors, we tend to have that fear of rejection. Once you shout to the first person and the first person rejected you, that fear will grip you. You will not say, oh, am I sure I'm going to still continue with sharing of this? I've shared to this person, rejected me. I've shared to another person, rejected me. I've shared the third one, is talking down on me and all that. So that fear will come in. So, but because we are courageous, we need to take up courage and continue in the sharing of the business, because courage is very, very important in our business. Courage is not the absence of fear. Is when you have fear and you still go on to act. That's courage. The fear will be there, but we still act until you succeed. The next one is fear of rejection, fear of discouragement. Then pain for criticism, pain for criticism. So when they criticize you, at times when you retire to your home, you feel that pain that a lot of people rejected me and my proposal, and my business I'm sharing. So you tend to feel a little bit of pain and all that. So let that not bother you. It's part of what we see in this business as a new, distributor, as a new person, someone that was just newly recruited into the business. This is part of the things you will face in the business. So now you have to conquer.
We can't see your face, so.
Wow. Can you see my face now?
Okay. Your video, is your video on?
Yes, my video is on.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you see my face?
Yes, we can see it now.
Oh, maybe I was leaning back. Sorry. And sorry, if you can see my face, go to the chat box and type 2 for me. If you can see my face, go to the chat box and type 2 for me. Okay. I can see Emmanuel Ogbechi. Can see him. Okay, thank you very much. I hope you can still see my slide.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, thank you. Let's continue. So now we need to conquer this fear. We need to conquer all this fear. Now the secret of success is learning how to use pain and pleasure. Instead of having pain and pleasure use you. If you do that, you are in control of your life. If you don't, life controls you. That's from Tony Robbins. So now in our business, we face a lot of challenges. So, but as leaders, especially the leaders, they don't come and complain about their challenges, to their team, but they face challenges. When they see these challenges, they make use of those challenges, make use of those pain and pleasure, not allowing those pain to use them, to control them, meaning that they are in control of their life. So that's part of our attitude in this business. Once you join this business, be rest assured that you will have pain, you will experience some challenges along the line. You experience pain, you experience pressure, but know how to use those pleasure. At times, pleasure can make you lose focus. Pleasure itself can make you lose focus at times. So when you see yourself enjoying yourself, pleasuring about, make sure you are focused. Don't go outside your boundary so that you cannot, lose focus in the business. The same thing with pain. You can decide to make use of pain. Instead of allowing pain, make use of it. Whenever you experience challenges, just relate it to something that will help you come out of it. Don't just be there and start to complain and start to blab and all that. Relate it, share it with us, especially your leaders. Then relate it to something that will help you come out of it. So that's how to conquer fear here. Now we have the apply SW3 principle. SW principle. You have 3 SW3 into 3. You have some will join you in this business. Some won't join you. Don't expect that everybody you share this business, with must join you. There are some that will say no to you. There are some that will say yes. But mind you, in this business, we are being paid for no. So whenever you are receiving no, be happy that your wealth is piling up, and very soon the window of opportunity will open, and heaven will open, and the manna will fall. So whenever you receive no, don't be angry or don't be afraid. Be rest assured that those no's you are receiving, you are going to be paid for it. Now, when you receive no, you ask yourself, what's the next? So what's next? So the first SW here is some will join you. The second one is what? Some won't join you. It's not everybody that will join you. Then when they don't join you, you now ask yourself, what's next? You move on. You move ahead. You prospect and invite, it's a number game. Our business is a number game. You make sure you reach to as much number as possible that you can reach. Make sure you go out and reach out to a larger number of people. Share your business, share our business to multiple number of people so that your results will come up. Imagine sharing the business with just 2 persons and thinking that the 2 will join you the business. They won't join. What if they won't join? So, but you can share the business to at least 100 persons, 120 persons, 200 persons, 300 persons. You see that at least you will see 20, 15, 10 joining you, even 30, 40 joining you. So it's a number game. Our business is not something that you just sit down and be sharing with maybe 1 or 2 persons, only your family members and all that. You go out, share the business, use all the tools we have. We have a lot of tools. We have the WhatsApp and all that, the Facebook, the one-on-one sharing, calls and all that. Share it to, even when they don't want to see, just continue sharing. Share it to them, then learn the skill, learn our skills when so that when you share it, they will watch. If you want to share video with them, first ask them whether they will watch it. Then when they watch it, when they say yes, you can say, if I send you this video, would you watch it? The person will not know that, oh, this guy is serious. If the person say yes, you now say when for sure, not just yes, when for sure. It's just a 60 minutes video. When for sure can you watch it and get back to me? You get that feedback, that assurance that they're going to watch, and they will watch it and get back to you. So what am I saying here? What I'm saying here is that you also need to learn the skills in order to succeed. Because if you don't know these skills, you just be sharing video and people are not watching it. And they will not come to your your Zoom meeting. They will not come to you. They will not respond to your invitation. They will not come to your Zoom meeting. So we also need to learn the skills we need to succeed in this business. Now, the next one is to be successful in our business. You need to find your deepest why. Some of us, we just joined the business. We don't even know why we joined the business. So now you need to ask yourself, why did I join this business? By the time you recollect and know why, the deepest why you joined the business, it will help you to push ahead, to surmount all your challenges. Anytime you have challenge, when you remember your why, the deepest why you joined this business, where you are, where you were before, where you are right now, and where you want to be, you will forge ahead. You continue moving, continue going stronger. So right now, I want to ask us to type on the chat box why you joined this business. Type for me on the chat box the reason, your deepest why you joined this business. Or did you just join for joining's sake? Did you just join because you were invited? Did you just join that because your friends are joining? We must have our individual whys, why we joined this business, and it must be our deepest why. So go to the chat box, type for me why you joined this business, the reason why you joined this business. Let's do it fast. Let's do it fast. I hope you can hear me. Let's do it fast. Let it come in. 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 I can only see, okay. Okay, financial breakthrough. I can see Mr. David, yeah, to join the business to get another stream of income, okay? To take care of my father's debts for financial freedom, okay, from Eminent Augusta. Or is it only these 3 persons that in our room today? Only 3 persons. Is it only 3 persons that in this millionaire school this morning? Others, okay, why we continue, drop your own, okay, to have financial freedom from Emmanuel Ogbeche. Okay, all right. So others continue to drop your why while we continue. Okay, all right. So right now for me, the reason why I joined this business is for me to, we coming into this world is not accidental. There's a reason why God sent us into this world. God did not just send us into this world for us just to come and live, pay bills and die and go. Pay you when you live, you pay your bills, continue to work, continue to struggle so that you can pay your family bill and pay your bill. Then at the end of the day, you die and go without impacting lives. So that's not the reason why God created us. The reason why I joined this business and the reason why God created me is for me to come into this world, create values that will change people's life, and in turn touch people's life, make people millionaires, become millionaire myself, touch lives then before I die. So that's the reason why I joined this business. So whenever I remember that I have not touched much lives, it keeps on pushing me to surmount all my challenges so that I can reach my destination. So that's why I joined this business. I didn't just join it accidentally. It is divine. It is divine that we joined this business. It is God's way that we are going to succeed in this business. So that's the reason why we are in this business. Now we are going further. We now talk about the concept of this business. This is our network marketing business, M Global business. What is even the concept? When they ask you what is the concept, what is the idea? Why are we doing it? Now we are doing it. Number one is be your own boss. You will become your own boss. Then apply the law of leverage. If you continue to work alone, you will not make much, and you will die not making much. But if you work with leverage, you will even make money while you are sleeping. Because if you work alone, the day you don't come to office, the day you don't open your shop, money will not come in, nothing will come in. But if you work with leverage, the law of leverage, the day you don't come, you are sleeping at home, the other people that will still be making money for you. Other people's effort will still be bringing money to you. So that's why we need, to work with this law of leverage. So that's one of the concepts of our business, and it's a great concept. So the second one is the second concept of the business is, is a helping business. Just like what I just said, leverage is a helping business. You help others to grow, while others also help you to grow. We bring our hands together and grow. We work as a team. That's why we build teams and we duplicate. If you don't duplicate your team, it means that you're going to die. Your team is going to die. So we need to work and as a team and duplicate. It is when we duplicate that we become massively successful in this business. So it's not something that only you will be working while others will sit down and be looking. Everybody will put in action. Since we have a good financial vehicle, there's this formula of success in our business that talks about financial vehicle plus your actions plus your your skills, because you can't do without skills in this business. Just bear it in your mind that you must train yourself to a level that you explode in this business. We have 7 skills. The 7 skills is the only thing we do in this business. You should master those 7 things. Even in the first 4 will make you a millionaire. Prospecting, inviting, presenting, closing. Once you get to presenting and closing, follow up. These first 5 will even make you a millionaire. If you learn the skill of prospecting and inviting very well, and you when you invite people come to the Zoom, you invite 20, 15 come, at the end of the day, 10 register, you see you're going. When you present very well, give them values, they will join. So you see, those things will make you, that skill will make you earn more. So we need to learn the skills. So now, when you learn the skill, they don't just learning the skill, because if you learn the skill and you don't do action, that skill will just remain there, will die with you there. You're not making anything. So you must put action. That's why we started this year with 10S Action by Grant Cardone. 10S Action. Everything more, you must put it into action to see results. Don't just learn the skill and keep it on with yourself. Put in action, especially the leaders. When you're acting and making results, your team members will imitate you. They will emulate you, and make sure you teach them. Make sure you have meetings with them at least once in a week. So our business is all about learning the skills and acting on them, not just learning on the skills and keep quiet. And tomorrow you say, this business is not working. I've joined since, I'm not making money. Meanwhile, you're just sitting down. They say make call, you're not making call. You're making excuses. Invite people, you're not inviting people, you're just making excuses. Come and learn how to present. You say you are busy. You are busy, you don't have time. So you are not learning the skills and you're not acting on them. So how do you expect that money will enter your account, your DTC account? Money will not enter. So it will only enter when you learn and execute. Execution should be 100% in our business, not just learning, not just coming to the millionaire school. Every day we come to the millionaire school, we just see it as fun. You come and learn or increase our knowledge without action. You will fail in this business. Go and check. A lot of us that are doing well, that have earned money, that are 6 figures, 7 figures earners in this business. There are people that they do the most of the things they do is action, action, action. Even when they are being rejected, they continue acting, sharing the business, inviting people, calling. They say no, they continue calling. So you must make the loudest noise in this business in order to succeed, and make sure you're doing it skillfully. So let's continue. Let's continue. Now we have the 40, okay, sorry, small and big money. Small and big money. In this business, you are the one that will decide how much you earn. You can earn small money, you can earn big. So you're the one in control of your life. You're the one in control of the business. So you can decide to earn small. In this business, we earn small, we earn big. So everything is in your hand. So you are the one that will decide, oh, let me act more. Let me do more action so that I will earn more. Or let me just do small action so that I will earn small. I will just be, a mediocre. So in this business, we don't need to live below our capacity. That's why we are training. That's why we are being trained. And we are even being trained free of charge, so that we can live above our capacity in order to earn big money in this business, not just earning small money or just joining the business and staying without doing anything. So when they say act, already you know that fear will come, but be courageous. Already you know that rejection will come, but be courageous, move ahead. At the end of the day, you'll be amazed at the end of the year that how much you have made because you did not listen to fear and rejection. So the next one is 40-year plan versus 4-year plan. 40-year plan versus 4-year plan. So look at what it means here. Now you are working. Let's say you are a salary earner, and every month you earn 40,000 naira. So at the end of the 12 months, you will be having how much? You will be having 480,000 naira. Am I correct? You're having 400. Now, if you now work like that, you now work 40 years. You've taken your 40 years. Meanwhile, maybe you were 20 when you started that work. Now, when you add 20 to the 40 years, you can see that you are already old. You're already old. You are not 60 years, and you just made only 19.2 million naira in 60 years of your life. I don't know whether you are getting what I'm saying.
Very, very.
I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Go to the chat box and type 3 for me. If you get what I'm saying, you are just 60 years and you just made the whole of your life. You just made 19.2 million naira. Go to the chat box and type 3 for me. Go to the chat box and type 3 for me. Okay, Manuel, okay, thank you. Yeah, Elizabeth, okay. Yeah, now you understand what I mean. So now the whole of your life, you are 60 years old already. You are 60 years old already, but you just made only 19.2 million naira. Now look at someone that is in our business, someone that has just 4-year plan in our business. Now, with what we are doing in the business, the person is earning 400,000. That's 10x of what you earn as a salary earner or a civil servant or a worker somewhere. The person is earning in our business because the person is putting in action, executing and all that. The person is earning 10x of what you earn as a salary earner. The person is earning 400,000 naira. And in 12 months, just like you've worked already in your salary earning for 12 months and you are just earning only 480,000. Look at this guy. In 12 months, the guy will accumulate massively of over a 4.8 million naira. The person is already a seven-figure earner, a seven-figure income, earner. So look at, in just 4 years, that person will make that same thing you made in your 60 years. Let's say your 40 years, what you made in 40 years, someone in our business will just make it in 4 years. Can you see the difference? It's a huge difference. So you can see that only in 4 years, you accumulate massively and make what someone that was earning salary will make in that's 4 decades. Do you know what it means? 4 decades. 40 years means 4 decades. Almost a generation. Almost a generation. A generation is 100 years. 40 years is almost half a generation. So you can see how amazing it is to be in our business. So look at Robert Kiyosaki. Look at his saying here. He said the richest people in the world, they look for what? They look for and do what? Build networks. So everyone else looks for what? Job. Can you see why so many people are poor? Why so many people are not wealthy? It's just very few, 5% of the population, world population, that look for what? Network, how to build a network. They look for network and build it. So you can see why our business is very interesting. Something that someone made 19.2 million in 40 years, and you in our business, just 4 years in the business, you are making the same 19.2 million. That's why you see in our business, you see a lot of young people becoming millionaires. Younger, when you check their age, they are young. They're younger persons, and they are millionaires already. Now, imagine that you started this business when you are just 20, and after 4 years, you are now a millionaire. You are already a millionaire at 24. When you add your 20 and the 4 years, you're already a millionaire at year 24 years. You're a very young millionaire. So that's one of the beauty of our business. So what you need to do is to learn the skills, execute, and be successful in this business. Our business, network marketing business, is not the best, but from all indication is better. It's a business, is something that is better, though it's not the best. It has its challenges. But when you check with every other form of income generating, traditional business, other things, there are like 5 of them like that. When you compare it with them, you will see that it's still the best. It's still the best. So we encourage you to learn and act. Now we have the 4 quadrants. I don't know, some of us that we do math. Sorry, someone called me. Yeah. So we do this using this our mathematics textbook, then new general mathematics, the XS1. We do what we call quadrant, 90%, 90 degrees into 4. So that's what you can see here. You can see the left side of the quadrant, you see linear income. Then the right side of the quadrant, you see residual income. Then under linear income, the category of linear income, you have employment, that's employees there. Then the second one, you have self-employed. Now on the residual income earners, you have business people, you have investors, that's business and investment. Now, which one do you want to belong? Do you want to belong to linear income, where you are a worker, you are an employee, working for an employer, you work, you work 9 to 5 p.m., that's 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. It means that you have a job. This category are people that have a job. People that do, they work for an organization and they are being paid at the end of the month. So if you are there, you fall into this category. Then self-employed, you have doctors, you have engineers, you have lawyers. These are people that own a business. You have business people. So these self-employees, any day they don't come, money will not come in because they are self-employed. Any day they say, I'm not going to shop today, I'm having a headache, I want to rest. It means that the door through which money enter their pocket will be shut down. They will not receive income that day because they do not go to shop or go to their office, their personal office. So you see why linear income is very bad. You see why linear income is very bad. So, but the residual income category, you have business owners, entrepreneurs. These are people that own a system and people that works for them. They own a system and also they own people that work for them. So this is where we fall. This is our category. Any day they don't go, they still make money because they have a system already working for them. And they also have people working for them. So this is where you strive to fall in. Strive as much as possible to fall into this, this category of the quadrant, the right side of the quadrant. The two of them, the two categories. You also have the shareholders, that's investors. They own investments and money that works for them. They own investments, they also put money, and that investment and their money will do what? Work for them. So make sure you fall into these two categories. This is where you earn massively, and this is where you become wealthy and financially free. So, but how do you become wealthy and financially free if you don't, put action? If you don't put action, to own a system and also people that work for you, or you don't put in action to own investments and money that work for you. So you need to put in action so that you make this a reality. Learn the skills and act. So if you know you want to, become, a business, you want to, become, if you know you want to be part of this category, go to the chat box and type for me. If you know you're already part of this category, or you're aspiring to become in this quadrant, go to the chat box and type for me. Okay. Okay. We'll keep it coming. Type for me. You know you are part of that quadrant, or you know you want to aspire to become part of that quadrant, go to the chat box and type for me. I hope everybody is following. I hope you are still seeing my screen.
Yes.
I hope you are seeing my screen.
Yes.
Okay. I hope you are seeing my face too, the video.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Sorry. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. So now we have the linear income formula. For those that are employees, those that are self-employed, what it means is that 1 times 1 is equal to 1. That's 1. Okay, let's say 100% of their effort times 1 is equal to what? What it means here is them alone, they are the 100% of their effort. So any day they don't come, it means that 100 times 0 means what? It returns to what? It returns to 0. Because them, they are everything. One person is everything. So any day that person that is everything does not do anything, that day is 0 that day. And meaning that his income will be what? Will become what? 0. If you understand what I'm saying here, go to the chat box and type 1 for me. If you know you understand what I'm saying, go to the chat box and type 1 for me. Okay, all right, let's continue. So now, it means that no work, no what? No pay. If you don't work, you will not receive what? Money. This thing reminds me of what the government used to do to workers. Whenever the workers want to go on strike, if you're in Nigeria, you understand what I'm saying. Whenever the labor union wants to go on strike, the government will start to threaten them that, oh, see, you want to go on strike. Oh, no, if you don't work, I will not pay you at the end of the month. No work, no pay. So that's the language. That's the language of the government. If you're in Nigeria, and I don't know you understand what I'm saying. You see labor disturbing, making noise. That, oh, we want to go to strike. Government are not doing well. Government will come and challenge and say, oh, okay, you want to go to strike? You know, remember, no work, oh, no pay. If you don't go to work this month, I'm not going to pay you this month. So those are the categories. The salary earners, the workers, they are the linear income earners. It means that no work, no pay. Now, look at our own here, the residual income earners, the business people and the investors. Now, look at the formula here. Can you see that 1% effort? Your 1% effort times 100 will give you what? 100% income. Now, look at the day you did not come. The day you did not come, before you were 100 people working, that 100 people is 1%. If everybody is contributing 1%, can you see that? Can you see the meaning of leverage? Can you see the drawing where you have the group of people there, a lot of people? Yeah. Everybody is contributing 1%. Okay, now I understand why our leader, Ms. Augusta, is calling herself 1% crazy. Can you understand why she is calling herself 1% crazy? That your 1%, don't give 0.5, give that one. One is not much. Now, if everybody gives that one, can you see how everybody will explode massively? Don't say, oh, I will not share information today. We require that your 1%. Only 1%. We are not demanding 10% too. Paying tithe is even 10%. You're not even demanding for your tithe 10%. Well, just 1%. 1%. Just contribute 1% to the leverage business, and everybody will explode. Now, mind you, it's not only you, everybody will contribute 1%, and it will become what? 100. Now, look at the second scenario. The second scenario, imagine that, okay, you are sick. You left, you did not drop your 1%. And you are sick. Everybody knows that you are sick, not that intentionally you did not drop your 1% too. I hope you get what I'm saying. Not that intentionally you did not contribute your 1%. Something unavoidably happened, and you did not drop your 1%. Now, see, others will drop their own 1%. And you still have what? 99%. That means you are sleeping in your home and you still make money. Do you understand the power of leverage here now? If you understand the power of leverage, you can understand what I'm saying here. If you understand my analogy and analysis here, go to the chat box and type 2 for me. If you understand the power of this business, the power of leverage, go to the chat box and type 1 for me. So, okay, without wasting much of our time, let's continue. All right. Now, look at why, can you see why Dangote is the richest in Africa? Can you see that why Dangote is the richest in Africa? The formula he's using is residual income formula. You are earning while you are doing what? Sleeping. Dangote is earning while he's what? Sleeping. Why? Because he already has a system. He has a business. He has an investment. Then he also has people working for him. So you can see, while he said he worked for 40,000 hours in one of his interviews, because he works for just 8 hours, and he has over 40,000 employees. Employees, or over 8,000 employees. So when you multiply those hours, you can see that what he's saying is true. He actually works for those number of hours he's saying. Though it's not only him working, but he has people working for him. So because it's a leverage business, he will earn while he's doing what? Sleeping. Remove his 1% here, he will still earn what? 99%. You see the power of leverage. And while you are doing this, you are touching people's life. It's part of the reason why God brought you into this life. God did not bring you to come and work alone, do everything alone, pay your bills alone, and die, and just go like that. You come here so that you impact people's life. You change the life of your family financially, change the life of your parents, change the life of your siblings. But all these things will not happen except you put on a work. You need to work. Get, work off your acts. You need to work. You need to work so that this thing will come to reality. All these your dreams will come to reality. You need to work. Put in work. Work is a key. And at the end of the year, when you check your earnings, you see that it pays. It's paid off. It's paid off. Now, this is what we call the power of leverage in in business and in what? Life. In business and in life. Now we have more advantages of our business. We have more advantages. You can make it a career. You can make it a career. It's also risk-free. The business is risk-free. It's something that you start with a very little, money, and from there you grow. It's risk-free. There's no risk there. Imagine you are starting a traditional business. You have to pay for shop rent, you have to raise your capital, big capital. You have to employ some people to be there. Imagine how much you must have, set aside for this. But in our business, you can just start with one account or 3 accounts. Even the 3 accounts you are starting with is not more, it's not 200,000. You are starting with 150,000. Some can even start with just 50,000. From there, when they connect their first 2 person, they end, connect again, they end. Before you know it, they increase their account to 3. Like that. As they continue to increase the account, the power of earning will continue to increase. So that's why someone with 1 account earns lesser, or someone with 3 accounts earns more than someone that has 1 account. So the risk there is almost free. The risk there, you're not a lot of things that you save yourself. You can also make it a career. When you make it a career, you focus on you have focus, you have target, you have growth, you have ideas, and you also use technology. You receive training, education, you understand, you have strategy, you improve on your skills. You do it part-time. From part-time, you can make it a career. So those are the advantages of our business. Now we have more advantages. It's a portable business. It's something that you can do, right from the comfort of your home. You can do it from the comfort of your smartphone or your laptop. So it's a portable business, something that you can be, one place, you do it globally, but you're just in your room in one place in Africa or in Nigeria. You do it globally. You can have some global members. You can register somebody that is in Ghana, somebody that is in Sierra Leone, somebody that is in US. They are your team members. But you are here in Nigeria. You are here in one remote area in Nigeria. So it's a portable business. And it also has a global expansion. Those are the advantages. You can expand globally. Like one of our leaders, Mr. Nandi, he's in US, but he has team members all around the globe. I think Nandi Anyachukwu, yes, one of our great leaders, is in US, Georgia, US, but he has members globally. Some of his team members are here in Nigeria, some are in other parts of the world. So the business encourages you to have what we call global expansion. So these are the advantages of your business. More advantages is that you can do it part-time. You don't say, like me, in fact, not only me, most of us in Lagos here, we are very busy with this job that doesn't do well for us at the end of the day. So though now, we are just seeing it now that, the job is happening. But if you check the future, you see that the job, if you don't take advantage of the job, use the job to change yourself to a residual income, and at the end of the day, the whole thing will become useless. So not that the job will not help you, but the job can help you now to set up your own residual income earning. You can save from your job, make sure you save from your job, and make sure you concentrate on your business. You do your business part-time. Nobody's telling you to leave your job for now. So you can be doing your job and you do our business part-time. Then you can also retire doing it full-time. It is also business for the whole family. When you register into the business, you can register your family members, you can register your wife, your children, your parents, your siblings, and all that. Like me now, my wife is part of the business. My wife has 1 account in the business. So with time now, we register my daughter. And I also make sure they increase their account. Right now, I'm working for them. I'm the one working for them. So you can make it like that. Make it a business, a family for the, the business for the family, for the whole family. So that the earning is not coming only from one source. It's also coming from other sources. So that things will go up massively. Now, to be successful, you need to check your attitude. Attitude is everything. My boss in my office used to tell me that you might be the most skillful, You might be the most talented in the field of engineering, but if your attitude is wrong, you become a failure. Even those you are better skillfully, you're more talented than them, or they will be ahead of you because they have good attitude. So while you are doing the business, make sure you create a good attitude. The way you train yourself to the level of where you have good communication skills. Attitude is more important than what? Skills. Can you see it? Attitude is more important than what? Skills. Attitude is also more important than what? Education. This one is mind-blowing. Attitude is more important than what? Education. Can you? I don't know whether you can get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. This one strikes my mind. Attitude is more important than what? Education. That means you want to have a right attitude before you even start to educate, or before you even get educated. You must to have the right attitude. Now, avoid IKTA. IKTA attitude. IKTA means I know that already. That is in our local language. We say I too know. I too know. Some of us, we have the attitude of I too know. And if you have this attitude, it will not help you in the business. It will not even help you to grow your team or to even learn from anyone, because you already feel that you know it already. You will not, when someone is talking something about that, you will not pay attention again, without knowing that there is another dimension to that you don't know before, that you can still learn and improve on. Things in life they have so many dimensions. Even in our field, in our work, in our various work fields, like in my own field now in engineering, if there's a problem I will solve now, maybe a machine has a problem and I have a way of going about it and I get it solved. When another engineer comes to solve that same problem, you see the engineer, if you are there watching the engineer might not use my own approach. The engineer will use another approach, and we still get the same result. We get solution. So you see that if you have a good attitude, you will be there and you'll be learning from him. If he tell you, oh, it's a leakage problem, the product is leaking, the machine is not sealing fine. But because you also know the problem, you solve it yourself. If you don't have good attitude, you will leave the engineer and go and say, okay, I'm coming to continue it. I want to go and attend to another machine. But if you have a good attitude, you know how to solve it in your own way, but you want to be there and see how he does it. So that if the dimension is different from your own, you add it to your own. See that you now have two dimensions instead of having one. So that if one is not working for you again, you can apply the next one, the other one. So that's why it's very, very important to have a good attitude. Don't have that attitude of I too know. And I know it already. Therefore, I'm not going to waste my time to stay there and learn something that I already know. Let me go and do another thing. No. Even some of us in our millionaire school, when we put up the millionaire school and you see that this is something that you've done before, some of us, you tend not to be focused again. You'll be feeling like, oh, I've done this training before now. I know it already. Without knowing that there are some new things that will still come up that you don't know. There's some inspiration that will come in you, that will prop up some new ideas, and wisdom will come in. And you learn more. And when you go and apply it, you see that you get results. So that's the importance of having a good attitude. So if you're here, you have a good attitude towards our business. You have a good attitude towards learning the skills. You have a good attitude towards watching our videos repeatedly. Because if you just watch it once and feel that you know it already, you will not go far. You need to watch it over and over again, the same video. And if you're watching it like that, it will amaze you that by the time you watch it the second time, you learn more from what you learned from the first time. So if you know you have a good attitude in this business and you want to succeed, go to the chat box and type 1. Go to the chat box and type 1 for me. Go to the chat box and type 1 for me. All right. So without wasting our time, let's continue because of time. We have what we call GLA, good learning and listening attitude. Good learning and listening attitude. Good learning and listening attitude. Attend trainings and seminars. We have our OPP demonstration. The one we are doing today is NDO, that's the second one. We have ASAP 1 and 2, technical trainings, special trainings, company events. Albert Einstein said, once you stop learning, you start to do what? You start to die. That's why we learn every day. Even if you are 80 years of age, when you go to universities, you will see some professors that are like 70 years. Those professors are still learning. They are still teaching and learning. They will not say, oh, I know it already. After all, I'm a professor. I know it more than you. I know it already. After all, I'm a professor. For me to be a professor, it means I know everything. No, they don't do like that. Those professors are there 70. You go to some universities, you see some of them 70 years, 75, 80. They are still learning. These guys are professors, so they have attained a greater height when it comes to knowledge and education. But they are still learning. They learn every day. So they already know in their mind that if they stop learning, they will start to do what? Die. They will not measure up to that professional level again. So, but as they are learning, they're updating, they're upgrading their professional, they're maintaining that professional level. So that whenever they come out to speak, they will speak wisdom and knowledge. People will now know that, oh yes, this guy is really a professor. So, but imagine they are not learning. When they come out and speak, somebody will imagine, are you sure this person is a professor? Is he even a secondary school leaver is better than him? So that's why it is good to learn. And also it's good to listen. You learn, you listen, you learn, you listen. Don't be the one talking all the time. Learn how to listen. Learn how to listen. There are times you don't talk. There are times you also listen. So have it as an attitude, a good listening and learning attitude. Whenever the company call for events, make sure you attend. We have also special trainings. When company calls for special trainings, make sure you attend. Like we are the leaders here now. The special trainings will be called for us for presentation. Don't say that, oh, I'm a shy person, I can't present and this and that. Nobody is born with everything. We are everything we have in this life, we learn them. When we are being born, even the newborn baby, you learn how to sit down first. From sitting down, you learn how to crawl. From crawling, you naturally learn how to stand. While you are doing this, before you know it, you learn how to walk. And before you know it, you learn how to speak. You start to talk. So everything you learn them, you're not born with them. So don't say I can't do it. I'm not a speaking type. I'm the quiet type. I'm not the one that talk too much. I don't talk too much. This business is a business that you talk too much. They are always talking. Every time they are talking. I'm not the one that I talk too much. I don't think I can do this business. No, you come and learn. You come and learn. Before you know it, you become an eloquent speaker. Before you know it, you become confident. Before you know it, you become an influencer. You influence people. Before you know it, you put values into people's life and also in your own life. Before you know it, you develop yourself personally, personal development. Before you know it, you discover some talents that you have that you don't even know before, that you have them. And all these things will make you a better person. So can you see the importance of learning? Why it's good to learn and why it's also good to listen? So I'm encouraging all of us here to always have this good attitude of learning and listening in our business because it will take you higher. Now, the next one is what? You need to have a belief in the business. You need to have 100% belief. To be successful, you need to have what? 100% belief, not 99 or 99.5. You have 100% belief, especially in our company, M Global. Our company, if not, I think is the best LLMN, company in the world. Why are they the best? They are the best because this company, they pay out on daily basis, unlike every other network marketing company. They pay on daily basis. If you just make a registration now, you receive in fact, they run what we call autopilot. Their payment is running on autopilot. So everything is running automatically. Once you make registration, your money drops immediately. You are not going to call them, oh, my money never dropped, pay me now. No. The money drops, you see your matching bonus drop, you see your referral bonus, Anything you do, you see it drop. Your rebate will drop, your UPP or whatever. All those other different income, ways of earning in this business. They pay you. They don't owe you. They are also recession proof. Even during COVID-19 pandemic, during lockdown, they were still paying, and people made most of their earnings during those. In fact, it was the time that people made most of their earnings in the business, and it was at the time that people could not even go out. But the people in our business still made much money. So you can see why you need to believe in this business. You can see why you need to believe in this company, more especially our company, M Global. Believe in the company, believe in our products, believe in your upline, believe also in your downline, people you brought into this business, believe in yourself. The products, talking about the products are world class. The products are world class. They are worthwhile. So when you share the products to people, it tends to give them value. It tends to solve their problems. Can you see why you believe in the products? Whenever you share the products to people, it solves their problems, some health problems. It's solving some is financial problems. It solves their problems. So that's why you need to believe in this business. So when it's solving their problem, you see that they will tend to continue to come to you because they are receiving value and they are receiving solutions to their problem. So you can see how you are not touching people's lives. You are changing people's lives through these products and through this business. So you need to believe. Because if you don't believe in the business, you don't believe in the company, you don't believe in your upline, you don't believe in your people you brought in, you don't even believe in yourself, it means that you're going to be a failure in the business. It means that you fail in the business. Now, commitment is another important factor. To be successful, you need to have a strong commitment. You need to have a strong commitment. Commitment in everything, not just saying it. Commitment in everything. Commitment in prospecting, in learning the skills and applying them. Commitment in all the executions. Commitment in attending the trainings. Attending, when they say come for training, you attend trainings. Call, invite people for a Zoom meeting, you invite. Come for Millionaire School, you come. You learn and do what? Act, not just learning. Mind you, all I'm saying here is learning and acting, not only learning. Actions plus the skills plus the financial vehicle is what will catapult you to success and financial freedom, health freedom, every other thing you need. Our company is our financial vehicle. That's this network marketing company, is our financial vehicle. And the financial vehicle, you can enter through different vehicles going to the same destination, but you arrive at different times. Imagine the scenario we made about 40-year plan and 4-year plan. Those guys, they enter two different vehicles. You imagine, okay, look at the time they arrived. This guy arrived at 4 years. The other guy arrived at 40 years. Can you see the difference? It's so mind-blowing. So make sure you enter the right vehicle, the right financial vehicle. Not just entering the right financial vehicle, make sure you are learning the skills. Not just learning the skills. Lastly, make sure you are acting on the skills. Action, put on your 10x action. Remember Grant Cardone. Watch the videos of Grant Cardone. Push yourself to action, and that will make you committed. Then the next one is what? Deal with your discouragement. Deal with discouragement. I hope you are still seeing my screen.
Yes.
So deal with your discouragement. Do not entertain negative thoughts. Avoid talking to dream killers. There are people you don't talk to. That's why when you join the business newly, we don't allow you to share the business with anybody. Like one of my downlines that is here present, brother Ogbeche, that's partner Ogbeche, our new associate, Manuel Ogbeche. So I need to see him maybe this morning so that I will direct him, bring him up to speed on what to do. Because right now he's not allowed to share the info because he has little knowledge of sharing or what to say in the business because he's joined newly, just joined. So when you are newly joined, you are newly recruited, you start to talk without being trained, you will face this challenge. You will face these dream killers. They will talk you down because number one, you did not present it well, you didn't know what you're saying. So they will talk you down, they'll talk down on you and they'll make you start to regret why you even joined the business. So there are people you don't talk to. If you are aspiring to become a millionaire, you don't go and talk to a poor person that is impoverished, that the poverty is not even allowing the person to think well. You go and talk to somebody that's already a millionaire, somebody that is already in the business, somebody that is already doing well, somebody that's already passed through the road where you are going. Talk to the person. There's a saying that you want to go to Lagos. Don't just go and tell somebody that say, I know Lagos. Go and meet somebody that has taken people to Lagos, came back, went to Lagos again with people, came back. That means the person knows the road. So follow through. Those are the people that you can talk to and they will help your dream. Don't talk to dream stealers. People that will talk you out of the business and tomorrow you say, oh, you're not doing again. You quit. You are just joining and you're already thinking about quitting. So that's why you need to do what? You need to know how to deal with your what? Discouragement. Always feel good. Think positive because it attracts positive too. Be positive. Gratitude and attitude. Be thankful. Be thankful. Have a gratitude attitude. Be thankful. Always be positive and you attract positive things. To be successful in this business, you always need to be what? To have what? Excitement. You need to be excited. To be successful, you always need to be what? Excited in our business. Always smile, attract positivity, and it will come to you. That's why when we do our presentation, the first thing we do is what? Excitement stage. You excite the people and yourself so that at the end of the day, they will register. They will not say, this is my person. Excite them, smile to them, attract positive things, be positive to them so that you attract positive things to yourself. Now you need to have what? Focus. You need to have focus. Focus means what? Focus means doing just one thing at a time. That's the meaning of focus. Don't do several things at a time. Don't go and join another network company and you will not be focused. You are doing this on our own. You are doing another one. It will distract you. You will not be focused. At the end of the day, you will not achieve much. You can never serve two masters, two or more masters at the same time. That's the meaning of this. Focus means you need to focus on one and do well, and do it exceptionally well, greatly well, both financially and otherwise. You can never ride two or more boats at the same time. Yeah, there's no way you can drive two vehicles at the same time. You are driving a Camry, you want to also drive Honda at the same time. It will not work because it's only you. You can never do two or more multi-level marketing companies at the same time. That's what I just said now. Because it will weigh you down, you will not focus. So learn how to focus, especially in our business. Focus in our business and you will do exceptionally well. Then know the basic networking skills. These are the skills I've been mentioning here. The first one is prospecting. What is a prospect list? A prospect list is a list of people who may or may not join you. Can you see it? They may or what? May not. So when they say no, go jump and pass. Move contains over 8 billion people in this planet. Over 8 billion. There's a research that say out of that 8 billion, 5 point something they are women. Women, 5.6 billion of this population, world population, they are women. The other 2 point something men. It's one of the research that came out. So you can imagine the number of people you have in the world, billions of people. And they'll just say one or two person telling you no, and you are feeling, oh, they are telling me no. No, continue, jump and talk to another person. Share the business with your. But mind you, you are sharing it with you're already skilled though. You are sharing it with skills. Don't just share when you are not skilled, when you don't learn how to share it. Because you also. So a good prospect must bring a better invite. A good prospect must lead to invitation. If you know how to prospect very well, it will end in what? Invitation. Shoot for at least 100 names. Everybody knows at least 200 to 300 people. Can you see it? Shoot for at least 100 names. Everybody knows at least 200 to 300 people. This is part of the job, a daily business routine. Can you see it? There's one of our posts here that says success requires what? Daily action. It's one of our posts here. We always post it, most of us. Success requires what? Daily action. This thing, we are doing it every day. If you watch my status, WhatsApp status, I'm updating it every day, and it's only on our business. I don't put any other thing. Then I prospect every day. While I'm prospecting, I already know in my mind that some people will say no, so that one doesn't bother me. I prospect, I call, I send my follow-up messages, I send my group messages on the group, prospecting messages, using prospecting script. You do the call, you do other things. Do it every day. Our business is not something you do today, you don't do tomorrow, you come the next 3 days and do it. No, it's something that you must be consistent. Consistency brings results, especially when you are prospecting. You don't prospect today and tomorrow you are not talking to the person will not listen to you. If you are talking to him after 5 days again, the zeal the person is using to answer you before will come down. So, but you talk to him today, you follow up again, talk to him tomorrow. Before you talk to him in 4 days, the person will respond positively. The next thing that will happen is that the person might say, "Oh, I don't have more money to start now." Now, with what we have been taught, you know how to face that also, and you come out strong. The person will raise the money. Sometimes they will register at your 15th call. By the time you call, sometimes your 8th call, when you call the 8th time, the person will. So don't relent, don't relax. These are the experiences we have in this business. Now, this is part of the year's daily routine. Highlight the top 10 prospects. Highlight them. The top 10. Highlight them. Be in touch with them. Continue to be in touch with them. At the end of the day, they will join the business. Identify the first two you will contact. Yes. I think identify the first two you will contact. So these are the things we need to be doing in prospecting. Now, in prospecting, everybody is a prospect. There's a saying there's one thing they always tell us: don't prejudge. Don't say that this person might not join, this person might join. Don't prejudge. Everybody is a what? A prospect. Everybody you see, prospect you, everybody. Every person you know is a prospect. Every person a prospect knows is also what? A prospect. Like some of us now that brought people in this business. We need to work, after working with our own personal contact, we also need to work with the contacts of those people who brought into the business. Because those contacts, they are also what? Prospects. They are also what? Prospects. So we cannot say we've exhausted our contacts. In fact, the contacts in the world is inexhaustible. If you exhaust your personal contact, you have other sources of contacts to exhaust, which you cannot exhaust. And we have this memory jogger that we can go through and see how we get more contacts. So I know this. It has been posted in our platform. So some of us can go and check it out. Click on the memory bug where jogger, check it out, save it, and make use of it. Now, every person who walks, talks, and breathes within 10 feet of you is a prospect. Don't go prospect. Prospect as you do what? Go. Don't go prospect, but prospect as you do what? Go. That means take it as fun. Take it as fun. As you go, that means as you meet people, before the discussion goes far, you introduce the business. Smile to them. Maybe in your church, in your workplace, where you go to relax, your recreation places, you go to on weekends to relax. Even when you go to the beach, when people you meet around you, prospect to them as you go. Don't go prospect. Don't just carry it in mind. Oh, I want to prospect. I want to just to make it fun. Make it fun. Make it light, and you see you have a better result in prospecting. Then invitation. You have family, occupation, recreation message, invitation. So your prospecting, a good prospecting will bring a good invitation. So as you prospect, you do what? You invite, you end it up, you invite. You can invite your family, occupation, your people that are working with you, where you go to recruit. Then you have types of invitation. You have telephone. You can call with excitement, make a script, use that script to call. And all these things are given to us. We are not even the ones using our head to make out this. They are part of the tools that are given to us in this business. So you can see everything is already made for us. Our own is just to put in action. and some of us are not active. So we need to continue to act. When they say invite people for Zoom meeting, invite so that we have a large house. Our meeting room will be filled up with 50 persons, 40, 30, 70, 80. So I know we are just starting for the year. That's why yesterday's Zoom meeting, most people did not come. Though personally I invited 3 persons, I finally got the 2 connected. So at the end of the day, we need to work more, put in more effort on invitation, prospecting and invitation, so that more people will be exposed to our business and more will join. Now we have this presentation, types of presentation. We have one-on-one, we have house meeting, office presentation, centering. Now we need to upgrade ourselves. We need to upskill ourselves, learn more of this skill of presentation. It's for all of us, most especially the leaders. I know we will do mistakes, like the one I did. I encountered some mistakes. When I started, it was as if I was not good enough. It was as if I was talking and giving space. You know, when I talk, I will stay like another 5 seconds, a bit 10 seconds before I say another thing. So those are the mistakes Engineer also pointed out. Then I was not selling myself. He was telling me that I need to sell myself. I need to talk more as in my I need to sell myself, my story. I need to say it with passion, excitement, every other thing, you know. That was one of the mistakes also. So he pointed it out to me before he stopped me from presenting, so that I will learn more before I continue. So don't say, I'm shy, I cannot talk. I will do the mistake and you'll be corrected. Don't feel, be humble. If you're not humble, you will not learn. If you're not humble, you will not learn. If you say, after all, I'm an engineer, he's also an engineer, why must he teach me? Why I know what he knows? No, be humble so that you learn. Be humble so that you learn, so that you have understanding. There's a saying that if you want to have understanding, is a joke, that if you want to have understanding, go to somebody that is already standing and sit down. And sit down, it means that you are understanding. That's the meaning of understanding. Go to someone that is already standing. You will not sit down and face him. You will, by that way, you will not have what? Understanding. So humble yourself to learn. Humble yourself to learn. Sit down with somebody that is already standing. That person is standing tall. That means that person has hit the pinnacle. So, but when you've not gotten there, but you want to reach there. So, but for you to reach there, you need to go and sit down under that person that is already what? Standing. I hope you get the analogy.
Yes.
I hope you get the analogy. So that's the way you will do what? You will now stand. Now apply. Now, okay, I hope you know about one-on-one presentation. The one we do one-on-one, you can share our video with somebody, watch the video together with the person. That one is what? One-on-one what? Sharing, one-on-one presentation. You go to somebody, you've already talked to the person about the business. You've already prospected to the person, invited the person came. You now say, okay, you now start to share. You hit the play button on your phone so that you play the presentation recorded video and watch it together with that person. That one is what we call what? One-on-one presentation. Then we will have the one we call house meeting. You invite people to the house. It can be in your house, it can be in a bar or maybe a recreation place. Invite them there. You present the meeting yourself using your slides and your projector and your laptop. Then you have office presentation. You can do that one in office, which is the same thing. Now you can apply ABC rule. ABC rule. Be the best bridge. Be the what? The best bridge. Be the best bridge means that you need to augment, you need to cover the gap for other people also to cover in. Because if you don't cover your own bridge, your own gap, somebody cannot step over. If you leave your own gap, the person steps and falls inside the ocean. I don't know whether you get me.
True.
You need to cover the gap, cover the bridge, be the best what? Bridge. That means you've already covered your own gap so that People that are traveling from on that bridge, they will not fall inside the what? Ocean. So is it also pointing towards that leverage we talked about earlier. Apply 24 to 48 hours rule. That means follow up your prospects and keep their excitement level high. Invite them to the next orientation. That's follow up. You can see on the screen now, you are ticking them. Anyone you follow up, you do what? You tick. You do it within 24 to 48 hours. That's why they call it 24 to 48 hours rule. Invite them to the next orientation. You followed up on them, or maybe they have attended the orientation before, but you are still following up. As you're following up, you keep their excitement level high. Tell them the success. At that time, you're not telling them the process, you're telling them the result. At that particular time, you're not telling them, you're not showing them the process. You're already, what you are telling them that is the result. You're making them excited. You're blowing their mind of what they will gain in the business. So you're exciting them, and that with that energy being so high like that, they will continue to build and they continue to come to the orientation. And as time goes on, they will join the business without much delay. Now, goal setting. In our goal setting, we have to be specific, measurable. The goal setting must be measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. If you are setting a goal, you have to be specific. If you are setting a goal, you can say, okay, this year, I want to make 10 million naira by August. You need to be specific, by August 26th, 2022. Then you need to measure the goal and see that it's attainable and see that it's realistic. Already you've made it time bound. Now, for you to achieve this goal that you've already made specific, for you to achieve it, you need to go down to the activities that you are doing on a daily basis that will make you to attain that goal, that height. Those are the things, the ingredients that are internal, that are hidden, that will make you to achieve that goal. But if you just go and focus on the goal proper, the outcome, that, oh, I want to achieve 10 million, I want to achieve 10 million. Meanwhile, you're not focusing on the daily things, daily routines, those small things that you'll be doing daily that will emanate that your biggest goal. You will become what? A failure. You will not attain that goal. I don't know whether you get me.
Yeah.
If you understand what I'm saying, go to the chat box. If you understand what I'm saying, go to the chat box and drop a comment that shows that you understand what I'm saying. We are already coming to an end. Go to the chat box and drop a comment that shows me that you understand what I'm saying. Go to the chat box, drop the comment that shows that you understand what I'm saying. Drop a comment. Okay, I can see goal must be specific. Okay, drop, is it only Ms. Augusta? Drop the comment. Let's do that fast. We're already coming to an end of the training today. We're already coming to the end of our millionaire school. Go to the chat box and drop a comment that shows you understand what I'm saying about goal setting. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to drop. Okay. All right. Let's continue. Let's almost coming to an end. So, like what I'm saying, you will need to focus on those daily routines. What you do, those small things you do that will give you that goal. Those are the things you will focus on. Don't focus on that 10 million. Focus on those small things. It will blow your mind that if you so much focus and act on those small and execute on those small things, it will blow your mind. You might even exceed that your 10 million. You gave yourself a target to 10 million, but you might see yourself making 15 million because you focus greatly on those small things. But if you just go and focus on, I want to make 10 million, I want 10 million, I want to make, and you're not focusing and acting on those things you are doing daily, those your invitation, prospecting. Oh, okay, I want to prospect to 20 people today. I want out of that 20, let 10 attend the Zoom meeting
Out of the 10, I want 7 to make payment and register. You'll be doing it every day, every day, every day, every day, every day, like that, monthly, 2 months, 3 months, like that. Before that year ends, you will see yourself even exceeding that your goal. But if you just go and focus on 10 million, you are not acting on those things that will give you that 10 million, you will not achieve it. So with God and everything, with God and our company, Alliance Motion Global, everything is possible. So with that, we'll come to the end of our training today. So now it's time for contribution, time for questions and contribution. So I want us to start contributions. If you're blessed with the training today, I want us to type 1 for me. If you know you are blessed with it, you know that also you act on all you have learned today, not just being blessed. When you are blessed, you use your blessing to do something. Make sure you act on the things you learn. If you know you are going to act on them, type 1 on the chat box for me.
Wow, wow. Thank you very much, Engineer Henry. In fact, I learned a lot. In fact, it's so sweet for me to be sitting down and be hearing from you guys. Not me always talking. Let me pause the record.